Hey, what's happening, everybody? Thank you all again for tuning in. Today what we're getting into is we're actually taking off a door panel for an LR5, which is a Land Rover Discovery, the 5th edition, because our front window on the driver's side switches went out. So we're going to basically show you how to remove the door panel in case you need to get to it for any reason. Maybe you want to change out the speakers, which this one has the Meridian sound system, which is really nice. But if you need to take it off, we're going to show you that. And then of course we're going to show you the window switches. Typically this would not be a video because it's not that hard of a thing to do on most vehicles. However, this vehicle is really tricky. They don't want you removing these window switches. And if yours goes out, you'll also find out that there's no fuse for it. So if you go to check that because possibly you think the fuse went out, guess what? There is no fuse for the damn window switch. It's crazy. So we're gonna swap this out and I'm gonna show y'all how to take it out and be able to do it a lot easier than it may take you if you didn't have this video. We couldn't find anything out there, so I sincerely hope it does help you out if you need to change it. And as always, I sincerely appreciate y'all watching. Please make sure to subscribe, like the channel, and leave us a comment if you end up trying it and if it was able to help you out. Let's get to it. All right, guys, so we already took off the door panel. Typically, I don't skip steps like this, but I didn't make the video until after because of the window switch was giving us trouble. So I am going to show you as soon as I show you some helpful tips with the door panel already off so you can have an understanding once you get the screws out, kind of what you need to do. So if you take a look right here, we still have some of the existing door snaps in there. And I'm going to show you where the door screws are, which they are star bits. But once you get all the star bits out, essentially all you have to do is pop it off. And I'm missing some because some are still in the doors. And when I go to put this on, you're going to also want to get these out and put them in the door first. So when we get the door in place, you just push it in. You can't do it when they're still in there like that. But you're basically going to want to take your flathead plastic pry tool and get up underneath there and kind of just pop it out until you get a couple of them out. And then you can get your hands under there and really just go around. And then the top part just lifts up, which we're going to show you this once again right now. I just wanted to give you a preview of what you need to be looking for when you do pull this door panel off. Behind here is this panel right here, and we're just going to snap that in there, actually like so. Going to lean it backwards and then just snap it in. Okay, now when you go to pull that off, you want something like a small pick preferably. Okay, we're going to lift this handle up, and then there's a little crease that you can get this behind right there, and then it just pops up. So you just want to get that behind that crease and then pull it out, and you can access it to pull that and access that bolt. Okay, same thing up top. You have another T20 right here, and the same thing. You just want to get something back there and kind of pry this back. Then it's going to access that bolt right there, which is a T20. This will just kind of go back in there. You'll hear it snap in. And then we have one more T20 that's located underneath, right to the left of this light right here, which you'll see. We'll just get under there, and that'll go right into the slot. And that's it. That's it, guys. So we have two T27s right there and right there. To access those T27s, all you're going to use a straight plastic pry tool. Get right in between the door handle, which you can even hold that up to give you better leverage. And you get back there, and then you would just pry it up, top this off, and then push it up like that. So all you're going to do is use your thumb right here, and you would just push that in and then pull this out like so. Okay, so that's how you pull that one out. Okay, now the next thing you want to do is this is for your door handle. Okay, so this piece right here if you take a look right in here, what we need to do is drop this in here like that. Want to make sure it gets in that hole, and you'll know when it's in that hole, boom, because it does like that. It goes down and now it won't come out. And then we're going to slide this and reposition this over here like so, and that snaps in as well. So you can see it kind of lines up between these two circle points where those tabs are, and it lines up like that and then snaps in. Okay, the last thing is the window switch, which plugs in just like that. Okay, all right guys, so this piece, which is your window piece, is really tricky to get off. Okay, and I'm going to show you why I have it out before we do it, kind of what you need to look for, because it's going to be hard to film why it's on there. So I already have it off, and I'm going to show you what you need to do. Okay, so there is 2 T20 screws right here and right here that will be there. You'll see this obviously once the door's off, and we'll take another video of it. But once it's off, you want to start from this side where this white plastic piece is. You could see there's a tab, and I did break it right here, which don't sweat about that if you do, and a tab on this side. It's broke because that's why I'm filming this video. We didn't know how to get it off, and it was a pain, so I'm trying to show you guys so you won't make the same mistake. Okay, it'll still work, and it's still going to be on there, and it'll still be fine. Okay, but when it's in there, the bottom in this part are very hard to kind of get to, but you could see how that just snaps off. So what you want to get is a small flat head. This is probably bigger than what you need, and you want to kind of get it on there and just pry up that piece right there once these 2 screws are out. Okay, once that one's off, you go directly to the bottom one and you do the same thing. Okay, you're going to lift this tab over, which that one is already kind of broke, and then it'll be semi out like this. It's going to become down. Then what you do is you're going to work your way to the middle. We have 2 in the middle, one on top, one on bottom. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to do the top and then the bottom. Okay, you're going to get it in there, and as you're doing it, you're going to take your hand and pull down with your hand from this side. So I'm kind of pulling down, and I'm prying back at the same time right over the tab to release that tab right here. Okay, now that one's out. Okay, now same thing for the top, for the last one. Get it out, and I'm pushing down at the same time. Okay, and then one more right there. And this will be stuck in there too, by the way, when you're doing this, to kind of give you an idea. And if you feel like it's not going down in any spot, you may just need to restart it over. Don't feel like you can't. And you can kind of see these tabs when you're doing it as well. Yeah, it's the last one. And then once you get that out, you're going to slide it back forward, because this part right here needs to come out as well, the front tab. So this last one's giving me a little trouble right here. There it is. So now I got that last one over that. Now it drops down, and then we slide it back, and it comes right out. And that's how you get this off. This will stay actually on top of the car, okay? And I'll show you what it looks like in there so you see that. But this is going to actually be in there where that's not going to come out. So you don't even actually remove the top part, okay? This is just going to go right in there. And that's how you're going to do it. Like I said, I took it off because it's hard to film, and you wouldn't have understood what I was telling you to get this off. So start from the back, As you go down and work your way, you're gonna pull back on this until it eventually comes out like that, and you got access to replace this. So that's how you do it, guys. Now let's get this door panel back in. So to pop these off, we have this plastic snap pry tool. It's exactly what it's for, but you'll get underneath there just like this, and then you just pry it off, okay, if they're stuck in there. But when you do go to put this back on, what you want to do is then get this, and I'm sorry, I had it backwards. Just slide them, and they slide into the grooves like so, and you'll hear them snap. So you're going to go around, find every single one, and then slide them back into the spot till you hear them snap just like we're hearing them. Boom. And you just make sure you go around and make sure you don't miss any. Always check the holes. Okay. Now, the next thing you want to do is, this is for your door handle. Okay, so this piece right here, if you take a look right in here, what we need to do is drop this in here like that. I want to make sure it gets in that hole, and you'll know when it's in that hole, boom, because it does like that. It goes down, and now it won't come out. And then we're going to slide this and reposition this over here. Like so. And that snaps in as well. So you can see it kind of lines up between these two circle points where those tabs are, and it lines up like that and then snaps in. Okay, the last thing is the window switch, which plugs in just like that. Okay, now when that's all back in, we're going to start at the top, and you want to get this over the ledge. Okay, almost got it. Yep. Okay, so that to me is kind of over the ledge, and then you can look on the back side over here. If you want to film this, Rick, where you can see, you see how I can kind of see these snaps right here. I could see if that's lined up. If that lines up where this goes in right here and this snap goes in right there, then I know I'm pretty much good all the way around. So we're just feeling for that spot. I think I'm good. I'm gonna double check up top. Make sure this is over the ledge, just not all the way. Okay, so what we want to do is start with the top first. Don't plug in that bottom piece just yet. Once you get this top piece lined up, then you're going to come back to the bottom and plug that in, because you can still access it. Okay, so where I showed you earlier, you're just going to get back there. This is still supported by the top because it's overhanging the lip up there. And now I'm going to check it's lined up right in that spot. And now we're going to just go around and give it a little tap all the way across. And that's it. It's snapped in. You can see y'all really got to pull this to take it out now. Okay, now we're going to show you where these bolts go. And all right, so we have two T27s right there and right there. Put the extension on there. And you might need to use your, I recommend getting a little magnet to get them into the hole to start with. Once they're kind of in the hole, you're going to probably need an extension as well with a T27 star bit. So just take a little magnet. You can get these at AutoZone, guys. Stick that on there, kind of get it started. Put your finger there so it doesn't pop out. Then use your extension, which this one you don't really need an extension. 100th time. Okay, let me show you this. 1, 2, 3, all red, and then this one, all have to go over that first. Slide it down. Then once they're on top of that, then you push it in, and then it's in. Okay, now we're gonna go to T20s. We got a T20 right here. All right, guys, so this is also has a T20 back here. Okay, so you would just remove this also with the small pick, and then this will just kind of go back in there. You'll hear it snap in. And then we have one more T20 that's located underneath, right to the left of this light right here, which you'll see. We'll just get under there. And that's it. Back in, window switch switched out, door back on, and we're good to go. So thank you again for watching. I sincerely appreciate it. Please, once again, make sure to like and subscribe, leave us a comment, let us know if it helped you out. Peace.